Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking the EG and we're going to be going to see tuning by Nick, and we got to get this thing all figured out. So during the week I did go and do the alignment on this thing, which I didn't film. So the alignment is done. As you've seen in the highway pulse video, the recent video, I did install the O2 sensor slash air fuel ratio sensor, and now it's running mint, except the idle is kind of rough. So I did want to go to Nick and finally get this thing all figured out. And yeah, so we're going to be taking the EG, get some gas, get some 94, and then we're going to be heading over there and get this thing all figured out. Now today is a test and tune at Toronto Motorsport Park. So once this thing is all figured out and everything goes well on the dyno, then we can take this thing and finally run some numbers with the slicks that I also got. So I want to see what this thing can do with slicks and with all the air fuel ratios all figured out. So yeah, let's load everything up, whatever we need, and we're gonna be heading to see Nick. Alright, we are all gassed up, got some 94, and we're ready to go. Hit the road. Just made it here. Gonna load the car up on the dyno jet and then we're gonna get started. Alright guys, so the car is on the dyno. Nick is just doing his thing, getting it all set up and ready. Now I was supposed to get a bigger wastegate spring so we can kind of turn up the boost, because Nick was saying that he did max out the boost solenoid and the spring. So to run a little bit more boost, we do have to change out the spring, which I couldn't find anywhere. So we're just gonna be running pretty much the same boost. I'm not really looking for more power. I just wanted to get this thing all figured out and make sure the air fuel ratios are good to go. So we're not going to be running any crazy numbers. It's probably going to be the same thing. All right guys, ready to go. I'm going to put some heat in this thing and go for the first pull. K23 and 312 torque. That's at about 12 pounds, so it's pretty much the exact same thing. So Nick is saying there's a little bit of duty cycle left on the boost, so he might turn it up a little bit, maybe 13-14 pounds or so, and hopefully we can pass the 450. But I'm still pretty happy with it. Like I said, I just wanted to clean this thing up and just make sure it runs properly with the new air fuel ratio sensor. So we're gonna go for the second pull now. This pull we made a little bit less. He added duty cycle to the boost solenoid, but it made less boost for some reason. We're gonna go for the third pull. I don't know, something about these Speed Factory boost solenoids, guys. I'm not liking it. I should have just got a Honda. There's a lot of people talking bad things about this solenoid. Third pull. So the third pull, it made 1 pound less and at about pretty much the same power. That's the green line, as you guys can see. So the solenoid is giving Nick some issues. So we're just gonna go back to about 75% duty cycle, which is about 12 pounds, 12 to 13 pounds. That's pretty much where it liked it, where it was making the 440, 430. So we're gonna keep it that way and just tune it on that. Like I said, I'm not looking for huge numbers here, so I don't really mind. I just want to clean this thing up once again. So let's go for the fourth pull. All right, guys, this is gonna be the fourth and final pull. Let's see. Fifth pass, adjusted some timing. Let's see. More power, brown line, tops off, all of them. We got a little bit more power there. About 429 and 318 torque, and I think that's where we're gonna leave it at. You guys know we can't end off a tune without any two-step, so let's do some two-step. All right, guys, so that'll pretty much do it. Tune is all done. Now Nick is right here and he's gonna be explaining a little bit about what happened.
Hey guys, so we ran into a few issues today. One being the boost controller wasn't working properly, and the second one is our battery voltage is kind of all over the place. What I have up here on the screen is one of the logs from a dyno pull of today, and what I'm showing is the amount of boost we were running in purple and the amount of duty cycle we were trying to run to get more boost. And what we're seeing is maxing out the boost controller actually gave us less boost than what we were hoping for. And we actually had to turn it down a bit back to where we were originally, which was about 70% duty cycle, which gave us the most, which gave us a peak of 14 PSI. The wastegate has a 7-pound spring in it, which is where what you see here, 7 pounds, spooling up around 4,000 RPM. And then the turbo creeps a bit, all the way up to 14 basically, at only 70% duty cycle. But what we were seeing when we tried to turn it up a bit, we were seeing the opposite. Basically 90% duty cycle, we're seeing less than 7% boost, and by Redline we were seeing only like less than 12. So that's why we're seeing less and less boost as we were trying to increase the boost. The other issue is the voltage. For some reason, I see this often in swap cars where the O2 sensor draws too much voltage from the battery power supply and we see inconsistent battery readings. Well, during a pull we should see basically like close to 14 volts, but what we're actually seeing is a fluctuation between the high 13s to the low 12s, and that creates inconsistent power delivery. It causes all kinds of weird problems with the ECU. The injectors don't work the same. The ECU starts calculating battery offsets all differently, so it makes it very hard for me to do my job. But anyways, I think Laddie's gonna sort this all out over the winter. He'll come back and we'll see how much power we can make with more boost and more consistent voltage.
All right, so there you guys go. I figured that Nick can probably explain it a little bit better to you guys. As you guys seen around probably the second, third pull, we were making less and less. We did add a little bit more boost duty and it was getting worse. So like he said, the O2 sensor was taking all the power away from the ECU. So at top end, at Redline, it wasn't exactly the way it should be. And like Nick was saying, probably I gotta check the wiring harness. I'm not exactly sure which one is installed, like the conversion harness. I do know that the KTUNED ones do work better than the hybrid ones, the hybrid racing ones. I gotta check which one it is. But that'll do it pretty much for right now. I'm happy the way it turned out. Like I told you guys, I wasn't coming here to run any high numbers. I just wanted to clean up the air fuels so we can hit the track today. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.